In today's video, we're going to be breaking down Nikola Jovic, yes, not Jokic, but Jovic, and why he is surprising the NBA. He is one of the top rookies this year, in my opinion. If you want to be able to shoot better like Nikola Jovic, make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below to be able to shoot the basketball a lot further and better and in more control. Okay, so here he's posting up essentially out on the perimeter. He gets that ball and takes a quick shot right in the face of his defender. He does this and he's able to because he's created the distance that he needs between himself and the defender. And the defender has his hands down, so hand down, man down. He's also able to capitalize on defensive mistakes. So what I mean by this is players who are one pass away should never really help out. They should never go dedicate their whole entire body to that cause. And Jovic was able to recognize this. So while Jovic's man was sinking down, look how far Jovic was away from the three-point line. As soon as his man started driving, he took a couple of steps in, and look where he caught that ball, on his right foot, left-right, and he's able to then go into his shot. By catching that ball on his right foot, going left-right, that allows him to step in with his right foot, so that then he's able to get his right side in line for a much faster release and more accurate release. We see this once again. Catches it on his right there, left, right, and goes straight into a shot. This type of footwork is extremely important if you're looking to create fast shots. Also, his defense has been surprising a lot of people, and his transition from defense to offense is also quite impressive. Here he's able to get that ball on that wing, passes it back to the point, quick pass and screen, but this time his man sunk way too low. Clearly, nobody was really respecting Nikola Jovic, and his teammate was able to notice that, and Jovic got that ball. However, he decided to attack the basket here and scored. He was able to use his size to his advantage. While he could have just shot that ball, he had enough space. He wanted to take advantage of this defender. This defender was closing out pretty well, standing straight up, and lead leg was totally straight, which means that he's going to be playing on his heels. Right away, Jovic attacked, got his shoulders lower than the defender's shoulders, and he had his arm out to try to create space between himself and the defender to try to lock him behind himself, and then he was able to go up for that shot. Here he has another man closing out on him way too fast. And because that defender's closing way too fast, your first thought should be to attack the basket. Here he attacks the basket, 2 long steps, and he's able to finish high off glass. He's able to finish high off glass by not landing really all that much in the key. You should be able to know how to use the backboard because you never know who's going to be running alongside you along the side of the key when you're attacking the basket, so that you can just lay it up off glass high up and that defender has nothing that they can do. One of his favorite moves is to set screens and then pop out for the three-point shot. Not a lot of players are really looking for these pop-out threes right now, which is quite surprising, but then again, it is Miami that he's playing for. Something that is quite surprising as well is his ability to pass. This pass right here is right on target so that his teammate can get that alley-oop dunk. Look how close that was to the rim. Right next to that rim is perfect. That's where you want to send an alley-oop for a dunk. Right now, it really does seem like they're using Jovic for that pop 3 type of shot, screen and pop. However, he could be more useful in other places as well. For example, in the low post, taking up a big man spot because he's big enough to play down there, and then sending up passes for players who are cutting backdoor. He's an extremely good passer, and having him in the low post every once in a while can keep the defense honest, and he's a very good passer, which can help out his entire team. Let's also not forget that he's actually a pretty good rebounder, and at the height he's at, 6'9", 6'10", around there, he's a good enough ball handler to be able to get that ball up court quickly and dish it to his teammates who are in position to score. It's always nice having a big man who can run the floor with the ball, who can distribute the ball to teammates. So here he gets the defensive rebound, and right away he's off to the races looking up court. Look at his eyes, look at his head, I should say, scanning the court. And then quickly he turns back around, or at least stops for a second, dishes it off to his teammate, who is then able to get to the basket. Being able to handle the ball as a big man is hugely important because that will take a lot of pressure off your guards. Here we see him once again handling that ball, and he's able to hit his teammate cutting back, or at least using some kind of a back cut because his man well overplayed him, and of course getting at the open lane because of that pass. He's also good at crashing the boards as well. I think that he's a complete player. If he can learn some ISO moves, he could be a Luka Doncic style player. And that leads me to my last point. He actually really reminds me of a Luka Doncic. If he gets some ISO moves, because he's got a good enough shot, he's got good enough footwork, and he can handle the ball, he could be in 2, maybe 3 years, a Luka Doncic style player. This is a very interesting prospect and a very interesting player that I think has a huge upside. I hope that you've enjoyed. Make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below if you want to shoot the basketball better, and I'll see you guys again next time.